I'll allow a few more of our viewers to join the broadcast, and I'll describe exactly what you're seeing here. All right, we are in the 3300 block of Missouri at South St. Louis City. And yes, the scene lights aren't up just yet, so this is a bit dark. I apologize. We have what was described as a 1.5 story frame structure. Heavy smoke upon our arrival. Frame structure, so as you can see, the building is well involved in fire. We're currently in a defensive stance. It actually looks like a 1.5 story brick with an add-on that's a frame, so it's extended all the way over. Again, we're in a defensive stance. We've got 2 lines off and an aerial going into operation as we speak. No resources are currently inside the structure. It has been evacuated and we've transitioned into a complete defensive stance. Thank you, Canada, for joining the broadcast. You're just joining us, 3300 block of Missouri, South St. Louis City. 1.5 story vacant structure. The primary building, a brick structure. What you're seeing on the left side as you face it, or on side 2, you're looking clockwise. The front of the building would be side 1. Side 2 is the side that this line is. I can't really see it that well, but a frame addition looks like to the structure. Again, it's fully involved. Heavy amount of fire throughout. We've got 2 lines off and an aerial that should be going into aerial operations here with the master stream shortly. Again, this is a complete defensive stance. We have no resources committed to the interior portion of the structure. How's that? Are you seeing more now? I tilted the phone back for you. The sides are clockwise, so the front of the building would be 1, then clockwise 2, 3, and 4. That is correct, Rick Price, 1971. This is the second burst alarm that we've had in this area in the past 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. For those just joining the broadcast, 3300 block of Missouri, South St. Louis City. We have a first alarm assignment, which means there are 30 firefighters currently assigned to this scene. 1.5-story brick structure, vacant, with a frame addition, fully involved. Got 2 lines off and an aerial stream that should be going into operation here any moment. Now, you can't see the second attack line as it's in the rear of the structure, but you can see some of the overspray there. Defensive stance. As you can see, the structure's fully involved with the heavy amount of fire coming from the half-story there. Something also that's of concern is we've got an exposure building on side 4 or side Delta. It looks like we've got a little distance between the fire building and that exposure building. And there's the aerial going into operation. This should be knocked down rather quickly. There was a question asked, any idea what started this? Much too early to speculate. Again, it is a vacant structure, thought to be vacant. Just joining us, we're in the 3300 block of Missouri, South St. Louis City. We have 2 hand lines off and an aerial stream in operation. We've got an exposure on side 4 or the Delta side, an occupied exposure. That's very concerning to us, but again, we've got this master stream directed on the greatest portion of the fire. It will be yielding to us here shortly. All right, we definitely want to thank everyone for tuning in to the broadcast. I'm going to shut down this feed. I'll update you via Twitter continuously on the developments of this fire. If you don't follow us on Twitter, we're at STLFireDEDT. We have no injuries to report on this scene. We will be here until it's out. As you can see, we've made tremendous progress on it with this aerial in operation. Again, it will be yielding to us here shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast.